Hey guys, it's December 2nd, time for day 2 of our Advent calendar, and we're reading Psalm 51. So let me just read the first 2 verses to get us started. It says, "Have mercy on me, O God, according to your steadfast love. According to your abundant mercy, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity, and cleanse me from my sin." So what we have here is a real acknowledgement of how sinful we are. And to give you some context, this psalm was written by King David after his infamous sin with Bathsheba. And basically what happened with Bathsheba is David saw her bathing on a roof, and he wanted to sleep with her, so he did. Turns out she's married to a guy named Uriah, and after Bathsheba becomes pregnant by David, in order to cover it up, David sends Uriah to the front lines of battle and has him killed, essentially. So we see David being an adulterer and a murderer. This is King David, the man after God's own heart. So if anything, that should show us how sinful we are. If David, this great man of God, as portrayed in the Bible, is this wretched sinner, then we should take a look at our own selves and realize we are sinful too. We need a Savior just as much as David did. So I also wanted to point out another interesting verse from Psalm 51. It's verse 5, which says, "Behold, I was brought forth in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me." So this verse gets at that idea of original sin, that we are sinners from birth. Out of the womb, we have a sinful nature. And that really comes from the fall, what we talked about yesterday, that when Adam and Eve sinned, sin entered the world and infected everything, including all the people that would come from Adam and Eve. So if we're sinful from birth, then we have absolutely no hope of saving ourselves, which makes Jesus coming to save us so great, so amazing, and such a cause for celebration. So tomorrow we're going to be continuing this theme of our sinfulness and our need for a Savior with Jeremiah 17. So I hope to see you again tomorrow. See you then.